Okay, let's see how this one comes out. We can do something maybe a little bit different to what we normally do with this type of original. I don't know how it's going to work. See how we go. So we're just going to enlarge this one. It's really small, 400. And we're just going to set this silly damn photocopier up. So what are we going to do with it? We're going to do some interesting shit to this, I think. What I've got in mind. I don't know whether it's going to be what I actually do, but it's going to be, hopefully, an interesting demo. We're not going to make it too dark for this. So, or too light. We don't want to make it too light, so we just partially lightened it off. So we're just going to punch the colours up as we normally would. Alright, what have we got? I wonder if we're going to add a background colour. I'm just trying to look at the original and see what sort of background colour would... Maybe we won't have a background colour for this. So I think not. So now we're just going to take our original, which is really small. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's going to be interesting. It is, as of all things, a postage stamp. Normally we just try and push these in the middle and get the colours to reproduce in reverse and enlarge it. But we're going to move it this time. We're going to slide it, see what a stamp looks like when we move it. Something different, something totally different. Probably a challenging one, I'd say. So yeah, this is a bit different to what we normally do with stamps. I've never done this before, ever. So let's see how it goes. We might have to make a second master copy because it's so small, but we didn't quite get it on the page. We fucked up. We just got the edge there. So this is not easy. I had a feeling it was going to be difficult, but I didn't think it was going to turn out badly. I thought I could get it the first go. So now we're just going to try that again. Maybe we're moving it off the mark too quick. Okay, it's so difficult when you're working at 400%. Other things I do come up better, like dummies. I seem to do dummies really well with 400, but some things I just can't get. But it looks like we've got what we've wanted, pretty much. So that's our stamp, and look at those lovely, reminds me of Italian glass, like Millefori it's called. It's really colourful, like Millefori, which is really nice. So I'm just going to put this down. I'm not going to throw it away in the recycle or anything. So now I've just got to work out how we're going to make this look good as a mirror image. So I'm just going to put it on copied paper. I'm wondering if we're going to cut it in half. Down the middle, we're going to enlarge it down the middle, maybe, for something more interesting, to zero in on the more attractive details. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. So I'm wondering if we're going to make that the... Oh, shit, I just can't work out what I'm going to do with this. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to make... This will probably be the centre piece. So we're just going to put it over there. It's not an easy thing to work with. I'm just wondering how big we're going to make this. So I'm wondering if we're just going to... Just wondering if we're going 141.4, or we're just going to keep it in the... Put it in the 100%. But it looks nice, those bright colours, those psychedelic colours. So I'm wondering if we're going to... Just wondering what we're going to do with this. So now we're just going to take the copy density and chuck it in the middle. And we'll soon find out what we're going to do. So I'm wondering if we are going to enlarge a section. No, we're not. We're going to keep it like this. For some reason we're doing it like this. So I'm just trying to decide how to do it. So let's see how that looks. Whoa, that's very yellow. But I guess the yellow adds a bit more interest to the otherwise white areas. So we normally, I think the black area is going to make, I mean, I just wanted the edge, this to be against the edge, if you know what I mean. So I'm just wondering if that's how we're going to run the job. So I'm wondering, we just seem to be coming back to the start button, even though it feels like I want to do the enlargement. I'm just wondering if I should enlarge it. Maybe not. We'll soon find out. Let's see if the yellow has actually made it look much better, even though we're not putting the colours near the edge or on the edge. So we're just going to tip the two corners together. It's going to curl a bit because of the black, that huge amount of toner. So let's see if we can just switch that to 2, and then we're just going to make mirror images out of these 2 that we're printing off. So we just switch that on and we'll just hit the start key and see how that goes. And maybe the black and the yellow will just make it look much better, even though the colours are not right on the edge, as I was thinking might look better. Let's see how we go. So we got here, we've got our 2 mirror imaged quadrants. So the colours look really brilliant, and the yellow just adds an extra dimension. I sort of thought it looked yucky at first, the yellow, but now I think the yellow just adds more interest to the boring, to what you could call the boring bits. It looks a lot less boring, that you can see a contrast between the stamp and the original paper that it's sitting on, the paper from the envelope. So I've got to pick something up from the post office. Hopefully tomorrow I'll remember. I've got to pick it up within 5 days. I don't know what the fuck it is I've got in the mail, but I hope it's not something bad. But anyway, it looks interesting, and I like the way you can see the 45-cent number on there. That looks quite, or the price tag. That looks quite nice, actually. I think we can call that one quits. Whoops, we didn't hit the button properly. I hate that.